have Crick Hero there? Have Crick Heroes की app नहीं है?
Testing. Testing. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, exactly. But what I have is like it take more time to get like
Testing. Yeah, we're in.
your son will join Kala Academy. ये दूसरा अंपायर आपके पास
You got the commentators.
Yep.
See you tomorrow at
See you
9:30 here.
9:30?
Ten is the start.
India is like the American dialect, so yeah, I heard that. But like, I know the Polish, but still I would try to especially for instance, make some more friends, etc.
Red Bull is giving wings.
Sorry?
Is the Red Bull giving the wings?
Yeah.
Did someone sponsor those toys?
Which toys? No, there was a football match.
But I like this. This is still much better than Winters. I am the person who would. Whose phone is that?
It's not mine.
Vijay's. Check. Vijay.
Vijay!
Phone.
Keep it there.
Yeah.
I mean, literally work on many times. So there's of get CCS
Over there, something goes out. Just remind that person.
but really work on that. You know the Brickendo. I don't know the person who we fired.
So we'll ask.
I don't know the person. I mean, we had like some guy who was sent for the time. I think some Brickendo.
Oh, yes.
Some say that I'm not that bad.
Gets it further than me.
That's the start of a Polish cricket team. You can earn well.
I played 5 minutes and I can go now and play.
I mean, you should target for not this section. IPL. Just one season, sir. While your life is set. No need to struggle with all this recruitment process. Nothing needs to do. Right?
No. I have to talk
We
with
had
you
to
about
speak
this.
to all these candidates, you know what, like hours and hours, convincing.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second game of the day, where we see the Super Kings play against KC, is it
KCU.
KCU? KCU.
Krakow Cricket United.
Krakow Cricket United. Easy for me to say.
Ah, I have to.
We're just waiting for the balls to be presented to KCU so we can begin. Joining me in the commentary box for a short time at least, VJ. Welcome along, VJ. Good afternoon.
Are we? Oh yeah. Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon, and thank you for welcoming me back again. What a lovely day! And I was about to leave, but then cricket just kept pulling me back,
As it
and I'm
always
still
does.
hanging around. So there you go. It's still quite windy. So do you think we're gonna see the repeat of the first game?
Oh! I mean, I was about to say no, there's no way, and then very close to that off stump there. Again, we're seeing some movement again, very reminiscent of that first game. There is a bit of cloud cover.
It's a bit windy and it's swinging quite. Oh, that is half pitch.
That's a half track.
That's gonna hit the phone.
That, yep, as you could probably see, that's joined us up here off the nearly hitting the camera in the process.
Yeah.
A great shot to start
We
with.
have to tell the scorer to stand. Somebody has to stand next to the camera just to save the camera from the ball. This time the ball almost hit the camera. Oh, very good. Thank you, Paji.
After the match, should I light up? Probably?
So right now we are. Our cameraman for the next game is Mr. Robin. Oh, that was a swinging delivery. But today, based on the first two innings, we still have got 2 new balls out there.
We do indeed. One ball was only 3 overs old, whereas the other one was 8.5. So realistically, we could have easily used both.
Our umpire is a bit like a confused cow. In Punjabi, we call it a gawachika. Oh, that was swinging viciously in the air, almost like a banana ball.
Absolutely.
People are swinging these balls even with such a 60 kmph speed even. Oh,
Half track.
half tracker.
Put away.
Oh.
There's actually is a man out there.
Yeah, looks quite athletic.
Didn't even notice that. Normally we have the long on, long off, but we have a deep square leg just on the boundary who's picked that ball up very early and has got the throw in, and I think that's just the one scored from that. Really, that ball should have been punished much, much more.
Yeah,
Short and rank.
I think there's still umpires are confused today with the balls flying around and they're not sure which ball to use. So
It's a-
Mrs. Zayan.
It's a struggle to have too many balls in your hands at once, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, that was outswinger.
But well fended towards the backstop in the third man region. They'll pick up a single. I think we're set in here for the long haul. I don't think this is going to be 10 overs and all done. I think this might actually be all 30 overs for once.
Yeah, I think this match gonna last longer. But we are on track, thanks to the Deccan Warriors.
And of course, the hard work of the volunteer team that gets the pitch ready, gets everything sorted.
Yeah.
The team behind the scenes that do 99% of the work out here.
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. And I believe these are the unsung warriors. of the
Absolutely.
game. Got the pigeon on the pitch today again. Cameraman, would you like to show pigeon to our
To the left hand side.
on the left hand side after the ball?
As the ball heads out into the covers, a nice little tap. Thinking about the 2, deciding against it.
Yeah.
Probably for the best. It's a good throw, good chase.
Good dose of vitamin D today, I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For how long do you think you need to sit under sun to have a proper dose of vitamin D? Oh, that has
That's
been
a shot that's been holed out
towards the
into cow and boundary riders out there. Throws
cow
good.
corner. Oh, that was very close. If it was a direct hit, it would have been a goner.
Indeed, there was definite question marks about that.
He was not dragging the bat.
Indeed. You really need to push your bat in, try and get your ground back because you don't want to be caught short. And the full delivery just about fell out.
Oh, yeah. Burning the stuff there. Okay.
Super Kings traditionally a strong batting side against KCU, a traditionally turning up to play side. It could be a very big score today, I think.
Yeah. We shall see, but KCU has got some good bowling attack. So Tamur, left armer, he swings back in. So not a very Wasim Akramish action, but yeah. Oh, there you go.
He is currently being blocked by the non-striking batsman. As he decides he wants to shift just a little bit further along so that we can see. It's a very long run-up. It reminds me of VJ's original run-up back in the day.
I've shortened it up quite a lot, yeah, so nowadays. Oh, down
Pitch
the
leg side. There's no way that should be even considered.
It's down the leg. This,
Bit of bias from the match referee there, saying he'd have given it straight away.
A match referee and the cameraman has to be careful that he's audible. Oh, that's out. That's out. That's out.
And that is gone.
That was out.
That is straight gone.
Straight gone.
That was full. It was straight. It was on the stumps. There's no questions about that. That's possibly one of the easiest LBW decisions we'll get
I think
today.
Vasant is telling that it was going down the leg, but I think he's missing the point that he was swinging in back from the off stump, and it would have definitely crashed into the leg stump. There is no way you could do a 90-degree swing.
Well, James Anderson could, but
James Anderson could, yeah, okay.
I don't think he'd ever play over here for the Krakow cricket.
Well, you never know. If you give him an invitation just to do some charity for us, he might come up and he might enjoy a bit of a friendly banter. Why not? Something unique for him.
Offer him a weekend in Krakow with just a little bit of cricket, just if he wants it.
Just if he wants to, yeah.
Fair enough. I'm calling him out then. James Anderson, come over to Krakow for a weekend. We'll show you some beers and then show you how we play cricket.
So there are two Balajis and the confusion was around which Balaji has came in. So this Balaji V. Looks like to me it's gonna be another short match, I would say, given the windy conditions and the swinging
ball and the swinging bat.
The KCU bowlers.
I mean, it's tough to call at this point, but Super Kings definitely, I think, are going to score more than the DW in the first game. They've already halfway there, to be honest.
I think we have roasted enough DW, so I think if you roast them more, they might complain against the commentators also.
Yeah.
I think it's 4. 4.
Umpire's called 4. 4 runs is called. It was a short pitch delivery. It's been flicked over leg side, past the square leg umpire, and the fielder did not beat the ball, and it is 4 runs.
Looks like fielder was a bit unaware of where the boundary line is.
Yeah. Just needs reminding that it is the edge of the football ground there, not to the net.
Pretty long. Oh, that could be a
similar,
catch.
similar delivery.
That could be a catch. Zayan was there. The ball fell just short of him.
The ball did stick in the pitch a bit there, just came up a bit, fended away, but short of mid-wicket.
Oh, we've got another potential candidate for the commentary, Mr. Sud.
We'll see if he joins us a bit later on.
Sud is carrying a bottle of water.
Now then. I've just received word from the Ashes at the moment where believe it or not, David Warner has been bowled by Stuart Broad.
Oh, lovely.
But not just that, he has then bowled Labuschagne as well, as
Oh, my
Australia are now 29 for 2. I'm a very happy man.
What is with you and the Aussies that you are a happy man?
Well, you know, it's a cricketing rivalry as old as time itself.
Give us a bit of a history lesson.
I will after that blank wide ball is called. Essentially, they came over a long time ago. England lost. The ales were burnt. They were given to somebody who then presented them as a wedding gift. In Australia, there was a newspaper article announcing the death of English cricket, and since then, England and Australia have played every 2-3 years for an urn with the supposed ashes in, which is actually a replica from the Lord's shop.
Yeah.
If memory serves me correct. And at the moment, they're playing today in their first test, and thankfully, you guys have joined us for this KCU game. Krakow Cricket League. Sorry, I can't get my words out at the moment. KPL.
Too many KKKs.
Steady. This KPL brought to you by the KCC and Brickendon.
Oh,
As a lovely ball is bowled, and it's a dot ball. Very well avoided on the bat. Very easy to snick off those.
I think the windy conditions on this ground really make a lot of difference. It sometimes gets really hard to bat. It's a bowler's paradise today, I would say.
It's just it's normally a batsman's game, this one,
So
with
I
the ball and the strictness of the rules. But there's a bit more about the bowlers at the moment. We've seen some fairly low scores in comparison to previous years, where we were looking at 120 being a par score, whereas nowadays we're looking,
17.
17. Looking at 70, 80.
Oh,
If you're getting into 100, it's a good score. As we finish with a dot ball and a very good finish to the over.
So, to our audience, I have to take a leave. So, thank you for today's session, and I'm handing the mic back to Alex. Over and out from Vijay.
So thank you, Vijay. That's just me.
हिंदी कमेंट्री चाहिए पंजाबी हिंदी
Alex is sitting alone. He's got a spare mic.
Short break in the game. Some discussion going on out there. Change in tactics, change of plans. Be interesting to see where this ends up. Field set is long on, long off. With a deep square leg out as well. No cow corner just yet for the blatant slog. Mid wicket, backstop as always. A point and a cover. Field restrictions have been lifted, so 3 players are allowed out on the boundary. It's a good line, it's good length. Just fended away. Again, we're seeing the popularity of left armers in this tournament. Coming across the bowler, coming across the batsman even. Just asking a bit of question, attacking those stumps, bringing LBW and just a snick behind into play. Harder to get away, these left-handers. It's a bowl a bit wide. Let's try an attempted cut, but it's gone straight to the point. Who fields a fairly easy ball for no run. Lovely day today. Bit of sun, bit of clouds. It is quite warm. Offering varying conditions as another full ball is bowled and fended away quite nicely into the leg side. No run, a very tight over so far. Don't want to put the commentator's curse. This is exactly what you want at this time of the game. Slow that run rate down. Wheel the batsman back in. Build up that pressure of the dot balls. Bit fuller. Call for an appeal for LBW. It's not given. Batsmen look to be quite far down. Maybe missing. Hard to tell from up here in my vantage point. As once again we're greeted by the bird across your screen. This pigeon, which VJ was obsessing about earlier. Potential love interest for him, as we see the fifth ball coming down. Bit fuller. Questions on height? Seems to be okay. Another dot ball.
Over there, over there.
Outside or inside?
Oh, just a shift in field. We've seen point move into a second slip. Evidently, they think there is a chance of an outside edge coming. Very aggressive field placement. Bowls. Oh! Oh, it's nearly a perfect bit of fielding. I believe that's bounced just before. The edge is not quite carried. An excellent bit of fielding. The plant nearly coming off. Great bowling. A maiden, I believe. No runs coming off the bat. Ooh. Some of the players taking on a quick water break, some advice being given. Some fielding changes again. Change of bowling. And bowler. Right arm. Offering a variation of attack. Edged and taken! Beautiful start! That is the pressure of these dot balls. They add up. You try and play a big expansive shot. You get an outside edge, and that is well snaffled by the keeper. Super Kings 2 down for 22. Is it 2 down or 3 down? 2 down. See it.
Man, batsman.
New bat in. Facing the fresh bowling attack. Another wild swing. Calls of an edge. Don't believe there was anything there. Umpires confirming. I didn't hear anything back here. Maybe the faintest of nicks. We're just waiting for the call. I thought it was a wild swipe, but there was nothing on it. And not out given. A wild swipe, a big appeal, but not out. Comes in again. That is rank and wide, and is given so. Down leg side, 2 extra runs to the score. A welcome 2 runs at this point of time. Super Kings struggling to get any scoring momentum at the moment. It's a fuller ball is bowled. And fended off. Another good full delivery. Showing the respect it deserves. Nice forward defence from the bat. Keeping the ball out. Just patience is what is required right now, I believe. As we see out the over, 1 wicket from it, 1 wide, 2 runs. Score 24 for 2.
Score 6-1 or 24 for 2.
24 for 2, 6 overs done. For 2.
Changing the bowling again. A bit more pace on this time. And that's squared up. That is a close call. Height, maybe, an issue there. Going over the stumps. Umpire is unmoved about it. Not outgiven. Five more of those would be seriously difficult to contend with. KCU with their tails up, they are hunting wickets at the moment. Hunting. An edge, and it's gone through the cordon. And it's picked up by the backstop and thrown in for just the 1 run. Questions could be asked on whether or not a slip could be put into play here. Bit more of an attack. So we bowl in again. No ball called, overstep, which will be a free hit and an extra run to the score. So expect some sort of shot in the next ball with this free hit. Big swing, firing into the leg side. And the call is a 4 runs, 1 bounce, a couple bounces before it went to across the outfield there. 4 runs, a valuable 4 runs for the Super Kings side. A good shot was played. So the ball goes out of our playing area and a new ball has to be given. Another delightful little clip off the leg. Deep into leg side territory. Deep deep square leg, picks it up, throws it in from the boundary. Comfortable single there. Oh, that's plumb out. That's plumb straight in front. Had a bit of everything about that. Nice, straight, low bounce. The walk off. And we see now that the Super Kings are now 3 down.
Yeah, Plum guys, super.
Another excellent bit of bowling there from the KCU.
बढ़िया बॉलिंग भाई 31
The score 31 for 3.
3 आउट हो गए 3
It's a lovely leave. That's an excellent leave. No shot played, dot ball. Not threatening the stumps. No need to play at that. Just let it run past you. Excellent bit of cricket. End of the over there. 33 for 3. Score 33?
31
Oh, sorry, my correction. 31 for 3. Thank you. This year's KPL is brought to you by Brickendon and KCC. And we thank them very much for their sponsorship. And we hope that we continue to grow cricket in Krakow as we see a ball again just clipped into the leg sides quite nicely. Cleaned up by the sweeper at deep mid wicket. Sorry, deep square leg. Oh, very good running there from the Super Kings. A little prod into the leg side again. Wicketkeeper straight to it, but the very early call of yes and a very quick single scored. That is good running. That is what you need. Just keep ticking along. Don't need to go for big boundaries, just for as long as we get those singles every now and then. Keep the strike rotated. Keep the bowlers thinking. Again, pushed into this leg side here for the single. There's 2 sweepers out there now. Oh, and it's overthrows. No one's backing it up, and a second run is scored. Bit of sleepy fielding from KCU, not backing up the right end. Maybe a poor throw as well. 2 runs are picked up instead of just a simple single. Another leg side fielder coming in. Interesting to see him put into square leg. Not many on the offside now. It's a very obvious tactic to attack the stumps, but with a wide ball like that, you just leave those. You just leave those, pick up the 2 runs, say thank you very much, and go on. Chasing a very short and wide ball. And he's tried to overcorrect it, and he's gone very leg side again. Wide ball there, and the 2 extra runs are eventually given. Again, another leg side delivery clipped off the pads. Looks like it's only the 1. Good fielding there, saving the 2. As again, if it hits that back fence, it is 2 runs each time. So some good fielding coming in. As the umpires call for drinks, with the scores at 38 for 3. It's a warm day, so water will be taken. A slightly below par score at the moment, I think. My personal opinion. Slightly below the scoring rate that is required at this point. But again, with the bowling batting collapses we've seen so far this tournament, 50, a 60, a 70 could be an interesting score nonetheless in this sort of game. Interesting to see how the Super Kings come and approach the second half of this game. I feel as though with a few more wickets in hand, they would try and go a little bigger with their shots. The KCU can be proud of their bowling performances so far. They just need to reduce the number of wides and reinforce that leg side, because that's the little clip off the legs seems to be getting the Super Kings the majority of their runs so far. Anyway, if you're still watching this and you're not bored out your minds by my monotonous tones, please drop a comment. Always wildly appreciated. Or a WhatsApp message, just to let us know how we can change. And if anyone wants to come down and help me out, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We've still got a lot of cricket to be played, and I would like someone to talk to. Otherwise, it's just me talking to a mic on my onesome as the Super Kings get ready to go back into the middle to face the bowling attack. The KCU are ready as well, as we see teams taken to the field once more. Bit of an Ashes update for everyone, so you don't have to switch over from this clearly amazing channel. Australia are 40 for 2, with Khawaja on 22 and Smith on 6, with Harvey Brook apparently having a bowl before drinks in that game, which is a bold choice, but maybe some thinking behind that from Ben Stokes. The quick wicket of Smith there would be absolutely delightful. But instead, no, it's just gone for the 1 run. And back to our game. Teams are back, just sorting out the field. And who should be on strike, and where. Bowler's just trying to get his field right. We have a deep square leg as normal. Long off, long on. A mid-wicket and a square leg, as well as your backstop and just a single cover. As bowler comes in, right arm round the wicket. A straight drive just in front of us, single picked up, well fielded. On the boundary, good bit of work, good stop, good throw. All round good cricket, that. This bowler proceeds from around the wicket. And that is given as a wide. Not quite the angles you want to take as a right-hander. He's trying to push it across the bowler. They're trying to force him into a shot down the leg side. Playing to the field. Clearly something that they've talked about before as they work in again. Fended away. Straight back to bowler. No run. Oh, that's clipped away. It's cut fine. And I think that's 2 runs there. Yes, indeed it is. It's 2 runs. I've not noticed there is actually a deep point on the boundary over there as well. But he was unable to make it towards the fence to stop off that 2 runs. That's clearly therefore the slightly shorter bad ball which could be cut away into the onside area. As the batsman backs away, he's not ready. This bowler has to redo his run up, which in this heat is sapping. It's a good line again. It's a good line. It's a good length. It's challenging. Oh, an appeal for the bowler, even though it's hit middle of the bat into the leg side. No runs there. Nice tidy over. Couple runs from that. The score ticks on over to 43 for 3. Change ball again. It's put just outside. It's again, batsman goes fishing. Well claimed by the keeper. A small appeal from the outfield, but nothing massive. Just a waft. Empty ball. Just a mic check, just to see if I'm actually being picked up. Turns out I am. Well, very good. And that is full straight, right on the feet. There's no way that is not out. No arguments there. He's played across the bat. Wrong shot, just missed the ball. Right off the toe. And another wicket falls for the Super Kings. Just as you're thinking they're starting to build up some sort of momentum. They're losing wickets at key times. Key moments of the game. The Super Kings need to start hitting the ball for these boundaries now, with a limited amount of time, with a couple wickets left in the hutch. I think now's the time that they need to start going for it. They've lost a couple of wickets, but they need some runs to add to their score. Bowled in, another testing delivery. Again, prodded at by the batsman, but nothing from it. Goes through to the keeper for a dot ball. Charge. A charge down the ground. Keeper had a chance of a stumping there, as everyone seemed to miss everything. A bit of excitement. Again, the urgency has come in. They're trying to play some shots. Maybe not a delivery to try and charge that one. You look pretty ridiculous if you get stumped off a fast bowler like that. We go again. Just prodded into the leg side, mid wicket, easy pick up. Another single, another dot ball even. Good length for drive. He's just managed to pick out cover there. Very unfortunate, considering there's very few people on this onside. Anything that breaches that infield is probably going to be a 4 at current rate, or at least a good couple runs as well. As we see the end of a very, very good over. I don't believe there was a run scored off that, as well as a wicket. So, wicket maiden. Very tight bowling from KCU. Applying that pressure onto DSK. Asking all the right questions in this game, as we see again a change of bowling. It's just trying to get his field right. It looks like we've got a cow, a deep square, and a long on, long off. The ball is chucked in and paddled off for a single towards cow corner. Picked up quite well. Single to the total. KCU continuing with a very much pace-on strategy. For that ball dabbed away towards backstop, but no run called. Even though there was a little bit of confusion. Striker wanted it, non-striker didn't. Probably the right call in the end. Don't want to add run-outs to your dwindling score. And another wide there down leg side. 2 extra welcome runs as we see the bowler now changing his angles as he's coming around the wicket. And that's a big swing, a hoik if you will. Absolutely nothing on it. The ball just goes straight through. Oh, picked up. Good fielding in the deep. It's only a single. Big shot. Risky shot given the fielding. But he gets away with it with just a single. Balls in again. Again, trying for that big shot. Big 6 that's joined us up here. Huge 6, a welcome boundary. That's our first boundary in a long time. A much needed boundary after that last ball. Just picked up the length beautifully. Hit right back over the head. And umpires are in talks? No, they're not. They're just swapping over. Great shot to end the over there. Lovely 6. I think this is a signal of intent for these last few overs. Ooh. Lovely full ball, asking questions again of the batsman. It's these angles that they're getting. Oh, a brilliant drive, and that is 4 runs there, perfectly straight. Great shot, a bit of a shimmy down the ground, a lovely punch back past the bowler, And long on, long off, can only watch as it goes in between them quite beautifully and through the gate into the stands to join our scorers under their feet. A lovely shot. Change of bowling angle. He's coming around the wicket with the left-hander. Again, asking questions, but rather than fishing at it, it's just throwing the arms. Lovely little leave. Good to see the leave is still involved in such a short form of game. No need to play at it if it's not attacking you. As the bowler bowls in again. Little shimmy, little walk. Releasing the hips. Puts it out there. There is no cow corner, and that is just rolled away into 4. I think there's been a mistake in the field because there's usually someone out there, and for this one, not quite. 4 runs down at cow. No one seemed to know whose ball it was to chase, and it just delicately hit the boundary row. A very expensive over coming so far. Now cow corner is in place. Moves back, hits out looking for the gap. Hit the gap again between cow and long off. 4 runs again. Superb batting. Finds the gap. The acceleration is just what the Super Kings have ordered. Questions in the field asking who's doing what and what should they be doing as another person comes across to reinforce that. In fact, they're changing who is at cow. As you see, the 2 of them just moving along, so that doesn't happen again. Comes in. Charging. Wide ball. Saw the batsman's coming, threw it out wide, take the 2 rather than the 6 or 4. Sensible bowling. As he's bowled out of his over, and I'm thinking he's happy that he's bowled out of his over. 67 runs now. An acceptable score at the moment. We've seen the charge. I think the team should be looking towards a few more boundaries, maybe 8 and over, maybe 9 and over from here. As water is called for the batsman, it is, as I say, it is really hot out there at the moment. As this Geordie boy can tell you.
Guys, please come out, guys. This was not a break.
Match referee getting involved. Can't have too many people on the pitch at once.
Not everyone did it, right? You will not do what everyone will do it, right?
67 for 4. 12 overs gone, 3 to come. Ooh, that did swing a lot, but it started a long way out and it's not really come back. And it's a wide ball to start off with. That was a lot better line. Little prod into the onside and a quick single taken. Excellent running, excellent batting. Again, getting that scoreboard ticking over. 70 up. Partnership of 27 off 15 balls. A very welcome partnership for DSK. Charges. Clever bowling. Again, hiding it on the off stump, making sure the batsman has to play, bringing the stumping into question. Fortunately, the wicketkeeper's just standing a bit too far back to do it. I think he's standing up now, just in case. Trying to stop the batsman charging at the bowler. A slow ball, no ball. As it's flicked out into the leg side. It's a no ball. It's a free hit. And 4 runs as well. We're just waiting for confirmation on that. A no ball, a free hit, and 4 runs. Oh, thrown wide. That will still be a free hit. You cannot bowl a wide and still get away with the free hit. Turning into a very, very expensive over. Get a bit of space, bit of room. Tries to hoik it into the leg side. Is picked up by long off. And it will just be the single off that free hit. Here we go with the last ball of the over. It's hit the leg. It will not be a wide, but there's no need to appeal for that because that was missing leg side by a country mile.
Suri is inside. Suri is inside. The white one. He was walking.
Oh, a little bit of confusion between umpire and match referee here. We're waiting for a signal.
Robin, is it okay?
It's not okay, but what to do? He's entering.
I'm asking, yeah.
I said it's not okay, but still he's entering. You don't follow it, right?
Money.
I feel it is not, but end of the day, I feel it is not. He was walking.
I think this is a issue with how many fielders were in the ring.
No, there is line. There is line, but you were walking. That's why
I believe that's the issue. We had someone in the covers who was standing outside of the circle when the ball was bowled. And then I believe it's a no ball and a free hit. As the ball goes up in the air, it is dropped. And 1 run is taken in what can only be described as a very confusing set of events. The end of that over. The score is 80 for 4 off 13 overs. A very valuable partnership in the making here. As I once again flip my attention to the Ashes with Australia 49 for 2 off 20. Going at a steady test rate, run rate. As we see a clip into the leg side, it's gone behind the guy at a short third leg. And they're looking for the 2. And they get the 2 runs with some excellent bit of running.
No, it's actually a pet. See that? Yeah, it's a pet. There is a number. You can call the animal.
Again, going around the wicket, throwing out wide. Is it just in the tracks? It is a legal delivery. It's perfectly fine. That is a dot ball there. But he's just having a word. Umpire's just having a word with some of the fielders. Just over some fielding positions of the backstop, who I believe is trying to get a little extra positioning. As a full ball is bowled. And a no ball based on height. And it's going to be another free hit. With a single scored as well, so an extra 2 runs scored. And a free hit coming in. Some very valuable extras being scored here. The sun just goes behind the clouds. Slower ball. And caught behind, but it's a free hit, so it doesn't matter. No big celebration. People have eventually learned that you cannot be out off a free hit. As we pause for technical difficulties with the scoreboard, score sheet. Partnership so far 38 off 22. Both batsmen going above a run a ball at the moment. Couple boundaries for Gadja and 1-6 for Naveen. As we have a look at the scorecard. Pick of the bowlers so far would have to be Junaid, who's picked up 2 wickets at 6 and over. But Tamur Ali, 2 overs for 1 wicket, going at 2. Very valuable indeed. But 8 bowlers used as well, which is interesting. Is our match referee has just taken an injury trying to walk from his position onto a bit of a tumble. Just checking his feet. And again, I go back to the Ashes coverage, where Australia have brought up 50.
Do we have any nail cutters, small knife, whatever?
வெளிய அவங்க வரட்டும் மணி மணி நீ இங்க இருந்து குடுறா மணி இங்க இருந்து குடுறா நீ இந்த பக்கம் வாங்க இதுகிட்ட வாங்கி
Still Stuart Broad with those 2 wickets in the Ashes, and Kagawa and Smith doing what they do best, which is bat time.
இந்தியா போகலாம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணலாம் ஐபிஎல் எல்லாம் பார்த்தா நல்லா பம்ப் ஆகி அப்புறம் ஸ்டோக்கம் போனால் அங்கே இங்கே ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணி இங்கே வரேன் பேரை சேர்த்துக்கிறதுக்கு காலுக்கு ரூம் மட்டும்
Just as the break in the play, clouds are starting to roll in a bit. Temperatures dropped a little bit as the batsmen return to the crease. You alright?
यार वो नेल बस
I'm joined by a wasp who is trying desperately to land on me. I hope he doesn't, because I do not react well to wasp stings. Please go away, Mr. Wasp. I think it's gone. Is after the lollipop stick that I can now see underneath me as the play continues with a back foot punch into the onside. A lovely little drive up the hill. It's fielded well in the deep, and the batsman come back for 2, but potential overthrows? Not quite. Although it was fumbling about for a bit. There is no runs there. No additional runs anyway off the overthrow. Again, throws it out wide. It's just about in the boundaries. A lovely leave. Don't need to play at those. The last ball of this 13th over. Fourteenth over, sorry. That's 86 off 14 for 4 wickets. Again, this partnership almost at its 50, and you'd be hoping, well, the Dravidian Super Kings anyway would be hoping that they can turn this into a 50 partnership, as they seem to be asking for a change of bat, adding to a delay. Oh, is he retired? No, he's retired. Well, this is unprecedented. For the last over of the game, they've retired one of their batsmen, and they're bringing in a heavy hitter to hopefully try and get some runs. Which bringing in Gokul. I mean, it's an interesting play from the captain, but you've got to wonder, you're sending in a new man, fresh man, who hasn't faced a ball yet, and you're asking him, go and hit some balls, and whereas have you got a set man already? Oh, it's a questionable decision, but it's probably why I'm not a captain. I wouldn't make those decisions. As we see the final over coming down. False start. We go again. Final over. Bold. Big shot. Huge shot. Massive 6. What do I know? That's what you want. Big 6. Commentator knows nothing. There we go. Thank you very much. I will now retire from ever making any predictions or question any captain again, except VJ. That is just what the Super Kings needed. Another boundary, big 6. Second ball. Two runs scored there. Backstop failing to do his job. Trying to get some extra yards. This is 8 runs from the over so far. Six off the 100. Ball's in. Big swing. Wide ball, maybe. Extra run. Leg by called. As it clips the legs and is fielded by the backstop. Goes again. Running in. Wide. Hoiked into the leg side. Fielded by Deep Cow. One more run from it. 2 balls left. 96 to score. Got to hope that they get over 100 with these final 2 balls. Go cool. on strike. Bit of a shorter run up this time. Lavola. It's full. But not quite fielded. One run coming from that as well. Final ball. 97. Runs in. Pitches on line. High in the air. Call for the catch. No catch. They've just... It's high in the air. Not to anyone in particular. And one runner scampered through the score at 97. Giving them 98 to win. A quite high score, if you ask me. A very respectable score, giving the surface, giving the pitch. Now we'll have a little break in the innings. And join us in just a couple of minutes for the chase of KCU. As they chase 98 to win off their 15 overs. Welcome back, guys, to the Krakow Cricket Club presenting the KPL, the Brickendon KPL 3.0, with DSK bowling, with Krakow Cricket United batting. Krakow Cricket United needing to score 98 to win off their 15 overs. A challenging score on this pitch. It was 4 wickets, 1 retirement.
It's called Cisco Incubator, right? Incubator.
Look at my face. This is apparently the second highest score that the Dravidian Super Kims have made since June 2022 in limited overs matches, which is a very interesting start. As we watch the chase. Should be a very interesting chase, a very attacking field coming up. We have a aggressive gully, a point, a shortish cover, long on, long off, short mid wicket, and a short square leg as the bowler comes in. And that is rank and wide, and that's not what you want to see straight off the bat. 2 easy runs, all the pressure, all the hype, just for it to be dragged down. We go again. Again, short, wide ball, 2 extra runs.
Do you have anything from that you recommend someone for this program or not? You have like the
Bit better, bit more in the area he wants to bowl in. Bit wide to trouble the stumps, bit wide to trouble the bowler. Still don't know how to play at those ones. Clipped and parried by the keeper for 1 run, I believe. Just for 1 run. Clipped off the outside edge. Excuse me. Wicketkeeper parried it, and it just didn't have the strength to go all the way to the boundary. It's a big shot. It's high in the air. And caught at long off. Lovely bit of fielding. Got right underneath it straight away. Watched it all the way down. A nice, easy snaffle in the deep. And KCU have lost a wicket very early in this chase. They need to be all out, so it'll be 8 more wickets.
8 more.
8 more wickets.
5 is not enough. If
No, no.
they has like
The other
4.
team got. It doesn't matter what the other team gets.
I thought that they need to just have 1 more than previous.
No. It's all about the runs. It's all about the runs.
Plus minus.
Prakash is the new man in the first over. Not exactly where he wants to be right now. Ball comes in. Question asked about a LBW decision. Umpire was unmoved. I think he believes on height and possibly slipping down leg as well. Some of the fielders in the outfield doing a bit of gardening as some confetti from a previous game is still on the pitch. Go cool to ball now. Good line and good length, just outside the off stump. Shoulders thrown. Dot ball. Clive catch. It's bounced just in front of us. Good throw. Oh, it would have been close. It would have been close for a run out. Millimetres away from the stumps there. I think the batsman was just short had it have hit. It would be a very interesting call for the umpire to make if there was a hit. Oh, not out. Batsman was in his ground, at least according to the umpire. A good bit of glove work there behind the stumps, asking a question.
We have like the separate team engagement already, but sometimes there's like a lot of
Oh, gentle little prod towards the fence, fielded well. Just for the one run. An appeal for something, even though it comes out in the middle of the bat. Very chirpy today. The people in the field. Goal Kubbles again. Fended out with the attempted drive. Not quite much on it. Just dribbled into the onside. No runs.
What's the name of the bowler?
Change of bowling. We see Rohit come in to bowl some left arm. Questionable action. But just played away, played into the leg side. No run scored. Oh, it was a lovely delivery there. Lovely delivery. Again, coming across the batsman. They just, it appears this year that the left armour as a bowling option is asking so many questions. So right-handers just seem to be doing as well as they would have done previously. As we see more birds fly across our screen as a big swing comes. No run. An appeal for leg before, but it's pitched leg side is going to be not out every day of the week. Admittedly, it was only from the bowler this time rather than an entire team. But I think deep down in his own mind, he knew it. Not out. He goes again. It's good delivery. It's just outside that off stump. It's asking questions. It's not quite something you'd have a have a waft at, but if you did, you'd be potentially struggling at. Good ball. Charge. Stumbled! Batsman's tried to charge him, and it's not worked at all, and we lose it. And KCU lose another wicket off the last ball of the over, of the power play as well. The score now 6 for 2.
Yeah, there's like this, how do you call this, yellow wicket. So what if the ball, but it just out?
Which wicket? The one that we had? Yes.
A stumbling chase at the moment for KCU. Questionable shot selection as well has to be said, coming down the ground. Maybe a bit too early against a very skiddy bowler. Not the best decision as Bala comes in to bowl. Leg side wide. Extra 2 runs to the scoreboard. Oh, a lovely little prod into the onside. Picks out the man at point. No run there. Some tighter bowling. Oh, big swing from KCU. They're trying to make something happen. It's just not working for them at the moment. They need to rethink their strategy. Instead of going for all the big ones, potentially they should think about slowing it down. Just try and prod and pray. Get some singles here and there, just like the Super Kings did in their innings. And build a partnership and then start thinking about being explosive rather than try and go straight from the off. As the batsman requests his shoes to be tied. So we have a small pause while the shoes are being tied.
So like 14, so it makes tomorrow is the match? No. Tomorrow at schedule it? I do it like 4 or you think like
Ooh, a lovely ball there. Very tempting, a tempted drive. A little waft more than anything. This ball passes the bat and the wickets and into the keeper's gloves for a dot. Current rate is at 2, just over 2 and over, with the crowd rate going at above 7.5. As again, just wafting a loose ball, loose shot. It's not going well at all here for KCU in their chase. That on the verge of a wide? Maybe? No. Umpire is unmoved, calls the over. Dot ball to finish. And the score is 8 for 2 after 4 overs. And I believe that's the end of the power play. So the field can now spread.
Still slowly, only to 8 very narrow. 8 deep.
The crowd rate now is above 8 and over. Be needing to hit a boundary, at least an over from now on. Oh, now what's that hit first? Is that pad or bat first? That's an interesting question. Very close. Umpire is unmoved. He's confident in his decision. No real questions, though, from the fielders either. We go again. Bowling. Left arm. He's got a bat on it. And it's beat this tight infield, and he's got a single, and he's a loose throw. Nearly causing some problems. But it's well backed up in the end. His batsmen are now off the mark. Now I've very quickly gone back to the Ashes, where I have noticed that England have picked up another wicket, and it's a danger man, Steve Smith, who's been bowled LBW by Stokes, as we see a mix-up in the field, and runs, not runs, overthrows. And 3 runs has been signalled by the match official from that overthrow to the fence. That's missing leg side. Missing leg stump. As agreed by the long off fielder, who is miles away from it, but even he could tell it was going down leg side. Very short appeal. You still got to ask the question, though. Again, it's clipped something, maybe a glove. It's gone down. Oh, top of the leg. For a leg by. Score 5 overs, 12 for 2. Quite a monumental effort from here for KCU to bring the score anywhere near that of DSK.
Okay, ready, come on down.
Slightly wide delivery, but not wide enough for the umpire to call a wide there. Just in the boundaries, so a dot ball. So a very good ball in the end. Little flick off the pads. Keeper's running after it. A single is scored. Some very good running. That's what you need at this point of the game. Pick those singles up. Try and get yourself off the mark. Try and get the bowlers to think about where they're bowling. Not too many of these dot balls. So ball comes in again. Nice shot on the up. Down to long on. An easy throw in, an easy single. Good cricket all around that. I'll give you a quick field update. We've got long on, long off. We have a deep square leg and a man just slightly backward of point. As a big shot's played, it's high in the air and it's dropped. Dropped by the fielder running in from long on. A lifeline and another single to the score. It was high in the air for a long time. And he got there, and you've got to think you've got to take it. You've got to think you've got to take it at this point. Went in, went out. Another run. Score Takes on over. Bowls in. Straight. Blocked. Back to bowler. Definition of cricket, that. Definition. Oh, shot in the air. Straight to him this time. This time he holds it. This time it's gone straight down his throat. He's not moved very far. And he's managed to hold on to it. Second time of asking. Good catch in the deep. And KCU lose another wicket after building just a little bit of a partnership. They're now 3 down. 15 for 3. So new man in, as well as a change of bowling. Looks to be a bit of pace off, a bit of spin. Oh, he's bowled him first ball. First ball, just straight on the stump, stump to stump bowling. Straight out. No questions asked. Beautiful bit of bowling. And trouble for KCU. 4 down. 6 overs. Could we be on for a very early finish today? Certainly hope so, because I want to get back and watch the Ashes, as well as get some food. I'm starving. So this is 2 fresh batsmen in the middle now for KCU. And with a target of 98, they are going to need a very minor miracle to get this total now, I think. This game is almost as good as done. Some early wickets. Turning down singles as well. It's not a good look. I think we're looking at the team that are going to finish bottom this year. They've still got to get 2 runs to beat the lowest score of the day, which is the lowest score in KPL history. As a very loose shot is played back towards the bowler. Not quite in the air. And again, we see pressure building. These dot balls, they add up. Silly shot coming at some point as a waft outside off stump. Straight through to the keeper. No touch. I was just checking account. Chipped in the air. Is it? It doesn't quite carry. Chance for the run out, but probably the wrong end. A single is scored. 16 for 4. Oh! A chance of run out. Bit of confusion and a bit of falling over and a bit of comedy in the field. It's just what everyone wants to see. A chance of a run out. Throw's not brilliant. Keeper's not brilliant. And it's the end of the over. Seven overs down, 16 for 4. Meanwhile, my attention goes back to the Ashes, where after 30 overs, Australia 78 for 3. Again, Khawaja and Travis Head, the bin lid, are in at the moment. Travis Head, after that century against India, coming to the Ashes on good form. Hopefully we can get him out early. Go back to our game with a wide ball. Very wide, 2 extra runs, and that confirms it as not the lowest score of the day. From KCU, with their 18 now. The shot played off the back foot, but straight to the fielder for no run. Ooh, well. Appeals all round there for a catch, for a stumping, for a wide, for everything. A bit of everything, that one. In the end, it is a wide ball. There's nobody out, and it's 2 extra runs to the score. The ball went down the leg side. An overcorrect, this time wide on the off stump, and an extra 2 runs again. Some very welcome runs for KCU. A lot of chatter in the field. A lot of support for the bowler, I assume. Ball's in. And that's much better. Dot ball. And there we go, back to normal service with the wides. It's acceptable for these wides to come in. DSK are so far ahead that they can afford a few of these overs where multiple wides are bowled, but they don't want to do it every over. The bowler changed bowling. He's going to come through the wicket, through the umpire and the wickets, which is an interesting view. And starts off bowling across the batsman, tempting him with a cut. He gets nothing on it. Again, this time just on the stumps again, nice and gentle. Tapped away for the dot ball. This one is slapped down the ground. Chance of run out. Direct hit maybe, but overthrows. There's no overthrows this time because the batsman has run well past his stumps and he can't quite get back round. They're hoping more for the 2 at the boundary, but it is not the case this time. As some standards are starting to slip in this GSK side. They think they're comfortable at the moment, but anything can happen, and anything can happen in cricket, as we have seen many times before. Balls in. Wide ball bowled. Extras are starting to add up. Pressure is starting to come onto the bowlers of the DSK side. Can they just keep it down just a bit? And that is much better. That is the response you want. Toying with that off stump. Toying with the outside edge. Delicious delivery. Oh, that's out. Oh, that's out. Set him up with the last one. Tries to come down with the big swing. Bottom edge onto keeper. Caught behind. Biggest nick. Another wicket falls. Tamor Ali comes in to bat. The end of the 9th over, 27 for 5, with 4 overs left. It's DSK's to lose. KCU again need a minor miracle. KCU requiring 71 in their 36 balls left. Required rate approaching 12 and over, so 2 runs a ball. Take something really special. Look over here. So bowling change comes in. Left arm again. Good ball. Oh, again, no footwork from the batsman. A little waft. A little waft on that off stump. No runs again. This time finds the bat, pierces the infield, and it's a nice easy single. But they need more than singles, they need more than twos now. A ball, they need to start hitting about these boundaries, start thinking about these boundaries. So we see a tightening of the field with only 3 men out at the moment. Long on, long off, and a deep cover. I also see a guy go into extra cover point. Oh, sorry, he's a left-hander, so no. Big shout for LBW. Didn't realise it was a left-handed batsman. It's actually deep square leg. Long on, long off. Mid-wicket. Square leg. Backstop, point and cover. The slow ball is bowled. It's picked up. And 1 run is taken. And bowled again onto the body. Pitching leg side, appeal mainly from behind. Bowler, wicketkeeper not interested at all. As DSK are quickly round there trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible. Some of them taking water in the outfield. The score 29 for 5 off 10 overs. KCU acquiring 69 in 30. So at this point, the only bowler that could possibly mess this up from here would be VJ. As a big swing comes in, no ding, dot ball. If I retract that comment of just VJ, I've also seen Graham bowl a 24 before. As that one has gone high in the air. And it's cleared the boundary, it's cleared everyone, and it's gone behind me for 6. That is just what the KCU doctor ordered, and they need a few more of them to make this close. Are we starting to see a charge from KCU? Big shot again into the outfield towards Cow. Some football skills in the outfield. And did the batsman return for 2? I don't believe they did. Just a single from that hoik into the leg. But again, it's just what they need to do. They just need to tide everything over. Fielding needs to change with the right-hander coming in.
Yeah, just organizing. Because I just didn't know because I knew it was like one per one day per week, a weekend. So I didn't know that.
Slice over ball, squirted into the onside. Picked up by the deep extra cover. Just a single, left-hander back on strike. Catch is called in the outfield, but it is gone for a 4, I believe. I think it's bounced just before. And is signalled as a 4 as well, down into cow corner. No fielder there, it's pierced the outfield, just between the long on and the boundary rider on the leg side. And that is a very welcome and very expensive over. Tamo Ali bringing it on himself to try and bring this KCU back into the game. Another hoik, high in the air, shouts of catch. Man under it, dropped again! He's dropped again! That's 2 drops now. He does not look happy about it. Single taken in the end. $11 runs from that over, a very, very expensive over. But with your crowd rate still at 14, still not enough. 56 of 24 required. Some big shots needed. Boundary riders are in place. We have a cow corner, we have a long on, a long off. Very leg side heavy field here. Ball comes in. Swing hard, over the mid wicket. It's going to be a 1. Are they going to come back for 2? No. Single. Not enough. Boundaries are required. Boundaries are the order of the day. Short into the pitch, into the leg side. No one is out there. It's going to squirt away to the boundary, and it has gone for 4. Pressure back on the DSK bowling team now. Some shelled catches. And some interesting fields have potentially left the door slightly ajar here for KCU to have a shock upset. Full ball, pinged over, fielded. Good throw, just a single. Some would argue he bottled the catch again. He was just happy to save the boundary. Left-hander on strike. Field comes up and over to the leg side, ready for the hoiks that come that way. Instead, it's played down the ground. Single is denied. And not looking for a single just yet. Even, it's fair enough with 50 runs needed off 20 balls. Ball again, it's full, it's high, it's a no ball surely. It's 6 as well. It's a free hit, it's 6. It's a no ball. Extra delivery. 7 off that ball. 7. Huge shot down towards cow corner. It's cleared the field. It's cleared the outfield. It's a high ball as well. So a free hit. 55 for 5. 11.4. Down leg side, it's a wide, it's still a free hit. It's full. It's squirted into the leg side. Boundary rider will pick it up. Single off that last ball. Tamor will keep the strike into the 12th, 13th over. 40 runs required off 18. 40 required off 18. 40 off 18 needed. A little meeting taking place in the field. The run rate has dropped from 14 down to 13. 40 runs needed off these final 3 overs. 18 deliveries, 40. It is still doable. It's still on the cards. A quick swig of water. You've got to think, if this is going to go, it's going to be Tamor who does it for KCU at the moment. He's the one who's going to get them over the line. He's the one hitting the boundaries. Substitute being made. The field is set with, for the left-hander, we have a cow corner, we have long on, long off, as well as a deep extra cover as well. Cover in place, a backstop, square leg, and mid-wicket. Ball comes in. Shot over my head, and that's gone for 6 as well. This is superb batting. Pressure continuously being put on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a big finish. A game that I wrote off as over and done is come soaring back into play. 12 runs and over required, 34 off 17. Ball comes in again. Big swing, no ding this time. Dot ball, a valuable dot ball. Position of the game, 34 off 16 balls remain. Dot ball, being cheered by the crowd as if it was a wicket. A lovely delivery. Pressure back on Tamor. He needs a shot now. He needs a get-out shot. Deep square leg is in place now. Ready for the hoik. It's nicked. It's caught. Is it? It's off the ground. It's hit the ground. Dot ball. That's the important thing. Dot ball. No runs. But no wicket either. Bold, bit wide, bit of width. Dot ball again. This is a great finish to the over. Nice and tight, just what they've needed, just what DSK has required. Hide the ball, making sure those levers aren't put into play, making sure the big shots is not coming. Bit straighter, fended off. Dot ball, no run. An excellent finish to the over. 5 dot balls summit, but that 1-6 at the start. 34 off 12. Pressure back on the batting side. 17 required from the overs. 34 off 12 altogether. We need some big hits. Right-hander on play. Cow corner. And long on. Long off even. Everyone else relatively inside the ring. Here comes Bala. It's wide. It's 2 extra runs. That is acceptable. He could bowl all 6 balls wide and still win this game. The required rate is up at 17. Comes in again. No ball is called, not a wide, so it's going to be a free hit. So that's 1 run. Free hit and play. Big shot coming. Gives himself room. Run out! Run out! It's hit straight to the short fielder at mid-wicket, who is just some terrible running really from KCU. They've not decided who's running and how they're running, and it looks like Go is out, run out. What is he? And I think that's this game done. 67 for 6. It's been a spirited fight back. Nope. It's Tamoro who's been run out there. And bowled. 6 wickets down now. It's now just a case of mopping up. The excitement in this game may be over. DSK look like they're going to be cruising now. 31 off 11. 2 wickets left. Seven. And the bit of resistance in KCU has been squashed. As we try and update our scorecard. Just a break in the play, just as we get the scoreboard updated, which I believe it now fully updated, with 2 fresh men in. And again, some questionable running. Great bit of fielding. Questionable running as it just went to the wrong end. As we see KCU implode on themselves. Another shot. Fielded well by the man at square leg. Seven balls remain, 31 to score. It is still technically doable, but very unlikely. Final ball of the over, bowled in on the. Oof. And a bye to finish. Maybe an inside edge. And we're into the last over now. 30 required from 6 balls. Five sixes needed.
30 needed.
6 balls, 5 sixes, 2 wickets. Still doable. But I'm going to say it now, this game's over. With a lovely bit of fielding, but overthrows? No. Dot ball from the first one. 5 balls, 5 sixes. Some excellent fielding from the DSK team, restricting these runs coming. Another dot ball, and barring any extra shenanigans, this game is now done. And frankly, that is the worst wicket I've ever seen. That is short, it is awful, it's on the way down as it hits the stumps. 1 more wicket required, 3 balls to get it. It's a case of possession now. Again, thank you to all our sponsors for this game. Thank you, Brickendon, for sponsoring the event. Thank you, KCC, for organising the event. And thank you all for being involved in this tournament. Everyone watching at home, everyone listening, as this game meanders now to a close. We had a very interesting last couple overs, but with that run out, game's over. So it's squirmed down into the backstop area for 1 extra run, gets off the mark. 69 for 8, 2 balls left, 29 to win. The catch called? Given out? No. Given out, yes, given out. Absolutely, game over. All out for 69. An excellent piece of bowling display here from DSK. There's your champagne moment. And that is that. Dravidian Super Kings win by 28 runs. Thank you guys very much for watching. And that is the end of the day. Goodbye from me. I've been Alex. See you tomorrow.